Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today we have some very interesting news and reports that I am getting, and apparently they seem to be true on the surface. Time will certainly tell, and we will find out tomorrow if this is the case. But we believe that invasion boosting and the AQ boosting is coming to an end. So apparently someone said somewhere that it was, and the rumor has spread like wildfire. So I'm here on the PTR to sort of investigate, and as you can see, there is no Scourge Invasion right here. This is the spot where there should be a crystal. We're doing a full 360 so you guys can see. We look at the map as well, and we can see that there's no little purple icon here, so like EPL, Blasted Lands, Ajara, Winter Spring, Tenaris. They should all have a purple skull if the invasion event was up. And this also goes with saying that the AQ War Effort event is also not up. So people like to go to Tenaris where you can fight like right here, and there's an invasion crystal and a war effort crystal, and you can literally fight both mobs at the same time and do like maximum XP per hour. And so the biggest question that has people wondering is, why now? Why would they be doing this now? They allowed it all of Phase 7, and Phase 8 is where new people might come into the game, might start playing it, and we then see that people are, instead, they just, might not play it or do it because they have to start leveling again. But we don't know for a fact that this is the case. It's just the signs are there, and it makes you really wonder, are they getting rid of invasion boosts for whatever reason? Now, a really, really good reason it would be if we were to get maybe a reason for everybody to start leveling again. And what would that reason possibly be? Well, the reason everyone would start leveling again would be Undead Paladins and Dwarf Shamans. They've been pretty quiet on it, and they dropped the initial hints that we saw yesterday, or not yesterday, but early in Phase 8 and the Phase 8 PTR. So that maybe gives a little hope that, we might actually see something drastic and new. However, if we look at Season of Discovery and the stuff that they've put in, until Karazhan Crypts and New Avalon, we really didn't get straight up new things. We got a lot of unused assets and repurposed assets, and we got abilities from future expansions and things like that. So seeing something like Undead Paladin specifically would be very interesting, mainly because stuff like they'd have to change the menus and like character selection stuff. I'm not sure how difficult it is to just copy the class stuff, but changes like those that are fundamental to the game and how it works are usually the things that they have shied away from Season of Discovery, just because of how I guess difficult it is. I'm not a dev, I don't know how game design works, I'm only taking a guess at this, but to me it does seem like that might be a bit of a problem when it comes to that. And maybe they've worked it out. Maybe they have this big secret ready to launch for us, which I think would be really, really cool if it's just, hey guys, tomorrow, surprise, Undead Paladins and Dwarf Shamans. That'd be a great way to, maybe have kept that secret and launch it. I just can't imagine a world where they did all that effort and all that work, and hinted at him and built so much awesome story, specifically with Gregory and Undead Paladins, to then just not use it. And even if it is like a Phase 9 of Season of Discovery where something small, like a new class, such as that, or if whatever comes next, I'm hoping it's Classic Plus, but we don't know that for sure, is that they do end up adding those. So I'm going to now show you guys the Undead and Shaman and just sort of the lore for that if you haven't seen any of that, and what makes you think that we will see that. So I'll see you then. Alrighty, so we are here in Tearsfall Glades, and we are right at the start zone. So like, if you are an undead and you come right up here, this is really where the undead start, and you walk right out here, you have, bam, Gregory the Truth Bearer. So you come over here and talk to him, and he says, "Don't mind me, I've merely found my way here to pay my respects to some fallen friends. Much has changed since my former life, but seeing how many of my friends and countrymen have risen again and are finding new purpose fills me with hope. And who knows, perhaps some may find their way back to the light as I have. So Gregory was a paladin in life. We covered his entire story, which was really beautiful, and I think they did an awesome job covering the entirety of the paladin storyline. One of the best ones in SOD. Really sad that, being a Horde player, I kind of missed out on that. I would have loved to cover it when it was current, but we still did the story, still was awesome, and it was really cool stuff. So that right there, that final line here, that says, who knows, perhaps some may find their way back to the light as I have. That is like the biggest hint drop of a undead paladin, and that would be the craziest thing because they don't even have undead paladins in retail yet. So that is like, wow. That would be a big step, and I think that big step would be something that I think a lot of people would come back for, a lot of people would play for. I know when I talk about them in my videos, people get super stoked for it and have said those exact things, and I get excited even talking about it because it's just, it'd be something new that isn't even in retail yet, and that to me is something that is really, really cool. Then the other one is a Dwarf Paladin, or Dwarf Shaman inside of Tearsfall, or in Dunmoreau. I don't have a character there anymore, so I can't really show you that. I did cover it in another video, but he says something about his fingers lighting up and giving spark effects. But I will hop over to the live and show you what the invasion looks like and why we don't see him here anymore. So I'll see you then. Voop. So, as you guys can see, we're here on the live Season of Discovery server, and if we take a look at the map, you can see that the invasions are up. This is what they look like. Like, this is not an add-on, this is just the core game showing you that, and people being able to go here, and this was where the crystals are, and you have Burning Steps, you have Eastern Plaguelands. I guess Blasted Lands is down right now. A lot of people boost there. Then we have Winter Spring, Ashara, and Tenaris. I know Tenaris is really good because of what I mentioned with the crystal and those as well. And pretty much people are still advertising in chat saying, hey, booze, want to sell booze. So as far as I can tell, people are still after it. We won't know until tomorrow, where we have a big, long 8-hour maintenance. It's 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. So obviously, Phase 8 going live should have a big maintenance, and there's all kinds of fun things coming, as I've done my best to cover via PTR. But there's also a ton of changes that they don't even show on the PTR, so there will be a lot for us to do, and I'm super excited for it. But anyway, here is what I want to show you. So some dude right here is still selling them. Want to sell invasion boosts with summons up to 2.3 million XP per hour with summons in multiple regions plus repair bots for maximum uptime 6 minutes per level. So obviously that boosting is just insane. He probably charges for that extra service or whatever. I don't really deal with it, but to me, I never covered it because I think leveling is kind of fried here in Season of Discovery. Whether it's invasion boosting with the XP, the runes being available from the start, the leveling isn't the content. The content is the end game. It's people going there, getting ready for the raids, reaching the new stuff, doing Karazhan Crypts, doing Naxxramas, doing Scarlet Enclave, exploring New Avalon. So everyone being able to level in a very quick way, I think, is actually good for the game right now. Normally I wouldn't have this take, but when we're a year and a half into a seasonal server, and we're coming up on what seems to be the conclusion, I think it is really good. So anyway, guys, those are my final thoughts. A little bit of tidbit information and thoughts and theories on we might just get those Undead Paladins and Dwarf Shamans. But right now, I'd put it at a very slim possibility for Phase 8. But anyway, guys, I truly hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Oh, and one more thing. Thank you guys so much. We actually did break 16,000 subscribers in yesterday's video. Always truly means a lot to me. I love seeing those like 1,000 numbers. So thank you very, very much. It really does mean a lot to me. So anyway, guys, I will see you. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey, you. Yes, you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.